Okay, so we got the intake off. You saw us do that. Got that off. Oh, I found some bigger carbon deposits on that side. That's where that goes. So we got that one loose and that one loose. So, just for you, we put it back in. Shh. So, looking at that, it looks pretty good. We're gonna put that in our organization. So that's the right side all the way in the back. Put it all the way. Did you put it all the way in the back?
I will.
Okay. So, and now we're gonna just take out the rest. I loosened that one. I'm off. What do you? Okay, so we can do that one.
All right. So now, what are we doing?
We're got all the push rods off. All these we ran them down a little bit so they're not flopping in the wind. So now we'll see if we can correct some of these. Should I do it in the right pattern?
So start from the middle. So how are you gonna do that without making the engine take off on you? Ooh, good. Do crack, do half a turn, and stop.
Okay.
And then work your way out.
So now I'll go for. Should I go to the second one in the middle?
Oh yes, yes.
And then okay, so it's just kind of a.
Is it the same size?
Yep.
It should be.
Okay, and then we'll go over to here.
Yeah.
I'll go down to that one.
Tight, huh?
Yeah, not that tight.
They should be. They should all snap when you take these.
Only the ones in the middle are doing that.
We'll see if the others do too. That was a nice snap.
That one. I feel like I do cars guy. So, he always breaks down all the engines. Did I do that one?
You already did?
Yeah.
Now you're coming this way. Now you're coming this way.
All the way on the end. He takes off so many. He takes apart so many engines. It's ridiculous.
All for the fans.
No, he's got a Copart business or whatever.
Salvage business.
Taking apart engines. It's got rows and rows of them. It's kind of ridiculous.
Make sure you got leverage.
It's not any leverage that way, but that's the way to do it.
No leverage. Trying to lift up.
Alright.
There you
So
go.
they all crack loose. So now we'll buzz all of them off except for like two center ones. And the old trick is people put a wooden hammer handle in these and then you can pull them off. If that doesn't work, then they're doing a little bit of prying right here. But so we'll do that. Okay, so we're running around for a hammer handle. Can't use a new one. Can't use an old one. All the good stuff. But so Dad just grabs it
wiggle.
and then just pops loose.
Monkey strength right there.
So now we'll.
I took it out.
Oh, you took it out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can't look in the inside until we get over here. Put that down. You want to put it upside down so we can see it on that thing?
How does that guy look? Ooh.
So there's the one crusty one. And then that valve is
I should say.
eating up pretty good. Yeah, all the exhaust ones are all eaten
So
up.
we should know right away which ones are stuck because the gooey will still be in there that we put in there.
Well, yeah, we can get a pan in a little bit. So that one's stuck. That one appears not to be stuck. Well, not that much. That one's probably just a little bit stuck because see by the rest it looks like, except for the bottom. That one. Okay.
No shaky cam.
So we'll go grab a pan to put under here, so we don't get the boss man sad. So imagine how much bigger a Bear 460 is.
So now we are Really out of focus is what we are. Okay. So now we are taking the head bolts off. Cylinder number 2.
Well, bank 2.
Bank number 2.
That's the nice thing is the engine stands on wheels. The bad thing is the engine stands on wheels.
Yep. Last one.
Last 2.
Last 2.
What's your liquid on?
Okay.
And that one was tighter than the other ones. And we can buzz them all out.
Ooh.
That's where that socket went.
Sorry for those wearing headphones.
So now we'll give you a real getting this. Oh wait, we never showed you any of the pistons. So that one's got that one had a bunch of stuff in it that we like squeegeed it out or whatever. So that's probably the nicest one out of all of them. That had some junk in it. That one's all the way up, and that's that.
Okay.
Okay, now let's get that thing off.
Well, I was going to say,
So that one's bad.
Here we go.
So looking at the head, so all the exhaust ones are crusty. That one's open and very, very crusty in here. So that's culprit 1, 2, and then probably 3 over there. Those are probably the 3 worst ones. So I can tell why the spark plugs were rusty. And if we come over here to the engine, we got some. So, yeah. That one looks fine. Just a little bit of stuff in it. So we'll squeegee all this out into a pan. That'll be good. Okay, so we got some stuff in here. There's a few more solids than there's, like, supposed to be. What's stuff? Yeah, we might take quite a lot of dingle ball honing to get this stuff. Bore it 30 over and it'd be fine. Maybe a little bit more than 30.
Hey, clean the next one out too.
Let me see if I can. Yeah. The valves that were open are the culprits. It always is. See, that one's like perfect in there.
Okay, the cleaning continues.
See how this is supposed to feel. So this one is nice and smooth. We got a little bit of rust in it. We got some buildup. Nothing big, okay? This one, definitely rough, but could be pretty repairable. The piston's very pitted, though. You can see. And this one is, ooh, it's bad. There's, well, yeah, so it's, yeah. This would be quite a job. But you never know. We might do it. Using my new phone right here. Cleaning out the cylinders. Actually, we're whacking at them. Right split in half.
Okay, let's pause for a second.
So, Grandpa's eating some food. We're back for another day in the shop. 1:30 already. Had to do some stuff this morning. So, everything's still here. We got everything out. So we know everything's bad. I already checked all the lifters. They all moved. None of them are seized or anything. So, these 2 are crusty. The rest of them are, like, fine. Okay? So, Dad wants to just lube it down, put the stuff on it, and put away. But what I would personally do is I would take everything down to a bare block and then so it's just because I would be completely ready to go to a machine shop right away or something when we would get that far. It would be a while, but we could. That's what I would do, so it would just be ready. But so, Dad.
Mommy controls the budget.
Yes, but this is nothing. That budget doesn't really matter with this because it didn't cost any money. So Dad wants to put all of this back on it, and he just stole my stool. That happened. Well, okay. So we'll get back to you. We don't know exactly what a stock 302 piston looks like, but you see how there's like kind of like a little V inside of it? All of them have it. So we don't know if that's supposed to, so we'll look that up and see if we can figure that out. So, and then I'm gonna do some scraping on this. So, we'll get back to you on this. You
Go for it.
I'm taking these off. Yeah.
We got some. There we go. So we are taking the bottom end out. Go ahead. Taking the pan off of our 71302. We got one cylinder that is bad, one cylinder that is almost as bad, and one head that is bad. So we're gonna look at the bottom end and see what we got going on here. Any thoughts on that?
I still want to take out all the pistons out, but...
Any thoughts on keeping our gloves clean? Okay,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, so we're going to get this thing handled. We've got all the bolts out. That's will get this loose. I moved a little bit.
Get out your hand and do it.
There.
Oh, hold on. Try to hit this right along here, right here. Okay, we will return. Okay, is the pan loose?
So we pounded some pray bars in, bent those up a little bit. Shh. Don't tell anybody. I will get the pan off and see what.
Okay, now there's dirt on top of the pan, so you're going to want to, nope, just lift it straight up and go over by the wagon. Straight up and go by the wagon.
Do that way and dump it all. Pan.
So what do we got going on here?
Looking at stuff. Nothing. I don't see any adjustable rods or anything. Nothing's completely junk, but there's some
Deep, ooh, look at that, deep sludge.
so
So we'll get that out.
any kind of material.
Yep, we'll get that out. Don't drip it down. We'll get her out. Okay. The investigation continues.
So we got it. Yeah, we got the pan off. So that we cleaned out some of the sludge. Timing chains, very sloppy. There. So we got it off. You can see there is some. Let me see. Can I get you to focus? Oh, there.
Too close.
So there is some scoring on it. Like there's a decent line like right there. And there's another like ridge
Just a little bit.
right there on the left side of my fingernail. So
But not.
the bearing has some wear on it. You can see it's starting to get a little lighter in color. or a little bit more brownish.
Not copper colored though, so that's good.
So, yeah. But so if it was up to me right now, I would take all the rods loose, take out the rest of the pistons that I could, and then the two rusty ones, get them off the crank, pull out the crank, let's crank out, and then pound on those. That's what I would do right now.
Summer project.
So once we get this thing all dingle ball honed out, we can start it up. People don't have hope anymore. So doubtful.
So now that we have the main prop torqued to the proper torque spec, we are going to clean the pan out, clean the sludge out of there before we put it back on. I think it's time for a good time lapse.
Okay, so Dad's been working over here, cleaning out some of the threads in the block, so we can lift that thing up
So we can get this stuck 302 work done.
over here. But we got the pan on, cleaned up some of our junk. Garb doesn't want to throw them in the stove right now, so do those. Our wagon of stuff's getting smaller. Yeah, so we're doing that, and then, yeah. Still gotta build a dolly for this thing, though. Oh, I forgot to show you guys off.
So, building a dolly for our Forsaken 302.
That we give up on for no reason.
And we have another stuck 302. We just got the transmission off, but it's stuck, so we'll take the bell housing off, then we can unbolt the torque converter, and then put that back on the transmission, I think.
Good afternoon. Yesterday I got the valve covers back on, the intake manifold back on, and the exhaust manifold's on.
And then,
And the day before I built the stand for it to sit on.
so we got a bolt
so I can
there.
roll it around.
Yep, and then this bolted in a few ways over there. So, what day is today?
Today is Thursday.
What day was I last here?
Sunday?
Yeah. So, it's been a few days. I was at school. My voice is a little hoarse because we're in our hockey unit right now, screaming people. So, we're gonna get the bell housing off of this, so we can then put this down on the ground, and we can lift that up, and we can put that on the ground and put it over there. So yeah. And we still have to write down that over there. Oh, and we can erase some of that stuff. Well, okay, so, good job, Grandpa. So, yesterday you saw us, we brought that over there. We did a little bit of cleaning. So that was sitting over there. So we moved that over to here, got it all blocked up. Very rigid. It's like 12. Didn't have any school today, so yeah. So we brought our paint markers that we got. So, do I have one in my pocket? No, it's just like Paint Writer or whatever by like, there. Not a sponsor or anything, but they work good. Oh, there it is. There's the red one that I've been using. Haven't had any problems with them or anything. You just want to have a somewhat clean surface. So on that, I just wrote like, hey, just for quick identification. Didn't do it on any of the other ones too. So yeah, like, hey, the ACs are there. All of our starters or alternators. This is off the 77-302 that's over there. Okay, so we have a 79 small block Chevy, so 350 4-bolt main. We have a 351M right here. We got a, well, that's a 77. We got a 77 460 of a Lincoln. We got a 71302 out of a Maverick. And then we got the C6. We got a, that's just the automatic off the 302. It might be rebuilt because it's blue and they like never painted them because you see that's not painted or anything. And that FMX isn't painted or that C6 isn't painted. And then the 71. We think that's a 3-speed top loader, but not quite sure. Do a little bit more research. So yeah, so we have all those over there. Yeah, so that one might be rebuilt, and the turnover on that's rebuilt. So yeah, did that, and we're gonna do a little bit of cleaning and stuff.